Think back to your childhood and try to remember your first coat. You wore your first coat when you were just a few seconds old, and it may have determined your health for the rest of your life. As a baby inside your mother, you had lovely 5-star accommodation, room and board, all inclusive. Until one day you were dragged from your perfect home, kicking and screaming, like a millionaire lawyer getting evicted from his Killiney mansion. And it was at this point that you wore your first coat. This coat wasn't designed by Gucci or Armani, it was designed by Mommy. See, inside the womb, you lived in a sterile environment. And when you gave birth, or when you were born, the first living things that you met were the millions of friendly bacteria living in your mother's birth canal, which coated you as you emerged into this world. This bacterial coat grew, forming a 2-kilogram invisible organ in your gut and on your skin, which now does more for you than all the rest of your organs combined. Your bacteria fight infection. They develop your immune system. They even digest your food. Living without bacteria, you wouldn't survive. I'm telling you this because times have changed. There are less and less mothers designing their child's first coat. Now, for 1 in 3 children, their first coat is picked at random. For a child born by C-section, they don't receive the natural bacteria that they get in their mother's birth canal. Instead, the first bacteria that they are coated with is any bacteria that's found on the mother's skin, the doctor's hands, or anything in the surgery room. And as this bacterial organ grows, it may digest food, fight infection, or develop the immune system differently. So much so that C-section children now have a 25% increased risk of juvenile arthritis, asthma, or obesity. Through increasing C-sections and a massive overuse of antibiotics, we have begun to tamper with our relationship with bacteria, which may be harming our health and our children's health. But research from my lab is trying to confront this challenge. For years, it was a mystery exactly which bacteria were transferred from mother to child until recently. By examining bacterial DNA, we have identified the bacterial threads that make up the coat, meaning now that we can create and design a new coat which could be given to C-section children to mimic a natural birth in order to try and reduce the risk of such chronic diseases. The relationship between microbe and man is closer than we ever imagined. For our health and the health of our children, we need to redesign the coat of life. Thank you very much.
Ruairi Robertson, everyone. Judges?
Well done. That's an